Yo guys, Gaz Burrows here at burrowspt.com. Now I was just having my lunch break at home watching Loose Women. I know, that's pretty bad. I shouldn't be watching that, but what the hell. Anyway, the debate was on there that there's talks of homeschooling obese kids. And it was a big heated debate, do you know what I mean? Everyone was getting really passionate about it, as you do with obese related topics and conversations. People get passionate about it. Food is something that we have a relationship with every single day. We need to consume it to live, and it's something people feel passionate about in terms of obesity and how to tackle the obesity epidemic. Now, is homeschooling kids an effective way of tackling childhood obesity? I don't believe so. There are numerous reasons why people are obese, why kids are obese, but in 99.9% of cases, the reason people are obese, the reason children are obese, is because they consume more than their body requires. Now, like I said, there's numerous factors as to why this may be the case. Is it inactivity? Is it mental health related issues? Is it physical disabilities? Is it junk food advertisements? Is it access to sugary, high calorie dense foods on a day-to-day basis? Is it positioning of sweet shops and takeaways that are available to us every single day? There's numerous environmental, physical, mental and emotional factors that contribute to the obesity epidemic, but in a majority of cases, in near all of the cases, it comes down to that one thing: consuming more than the body requires. Now, would homeschooling eradicate obesity? Why would isolating kids from the school environment, like brushing them to one side essentially and saying, "No, you stay at home," what use would that provide the child going forward, knowing that they're isolated based on the way that they look? Would taxing sugary and fatty foods help? Would dieting help? Would going into slimming clubs and doing diets help the problem? No, none of these are going to work. None of these have worked. We have to address the elephant in the room, and that is basic energy balance. We need to go into schools and we need to teach children the basic principles of calories in, be calories out. There is no right or wrong foods to eat, but we need to understand that if you have a pizza that contains 2,000 calories and your daily energy requirements for your body is 2,000 calories, we do not need anything more that day from a caloric aspect. We do not need any more food that day. And the problem lies because people have breakfast, they have lunch, they have a pizza in the evening, they have snack bars around that. And couple that with not moving that much throughout the day, leads to weight gain, leads to being severely morbidly obese. And we need to address that, especially with our next generation. We shouldn't be isolating these kids. We need to go into schools and talk to them about basic energy balance requirements. Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, we did do all this when I was a kid." You know, people my age, like in the 30s, 40s and above, we didn't do any of this in my age. It's because we're in a new age now. We're in this digital age where a lot of things are done online. There's computers. There's more of a sedentary lifestyle in this day and age. So that leads to us having to focus more on the nutritional side of things. Because as a kid, I could eat pizza and chips, but then I would go out and ride my bike all night, or go run round to my mates, or play football, or do something active, or walk to school every single day. We're in a new age now where obesity levels are on the rise. No one knows why, but people don't have that baseline of education as to understand the basic principles of energy balance and tailoring that towards their specific needs. So we have to take responsibility. We have to understand how our body works, how much we need on a day-to-day. We have to get clued up with that. There's numerous methods on how to do that, and that's one of my jobs, to help people understand basic energy balance so they could take these skills with them for the rest of their lives, so they can manage their weight long term. But it's really important we teach this to kids and not just brush the topic aside and do stupid things like isolating them. I don't understand what that's going to achieve. We have to teach kids that, yeah, if we eat this amount of food, we must be expending that throughout the day, throughout the week. Otherwise it's going to be stored as fat, and excess fat leads to risk of poor health in the future. So that's it, guys. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't. Comment below with your opinions, but that's mine going forward. I think we should go into schools and we should teach everyone, adults, children, even in workplaces. Everyone should know the basic principles of energy balance. It should be on TV, and everyone needs to become more aware of it, so they can take that knowledge going forward and implement it into their day-to-day. Take it easy, guys.